Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akhmanakwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled Indoctrination, What It Is and How to Spot It. Alright, once again, indoctrination, what it is and how to spot it. And that's exactly what we'll be touching on today, Lord willing. Alright, so this originally comes from a video from the brother Raleigh La Yashrali. Hawashai is coming back 144. There's this video that was posted, I believe it's its most recent short. I could be wrong. Second to oh no, it is. Okay, Salakia. So we're gonna go ahead and play that real quick, because that's kind of what this lesson's based around on. And this video was called "It's Evident That We're in the Last Days." We're gonna go check the comments too. But before we go and do any of that, let's go ahead and play this video. Let's go ahead and see what it has to say. Actually, you know what? Let me pause this music because it's a quite low video. But Lord willing, you'll be able to hear it.
At an elementary school. Right, I'm in the boys' bathroom.
All right, bear with me just one moment. Where are we? We're at minus 15 decibels. I'm gonna have to turn this up so y'all can hear it because I can barely hear it. So just go ahead and restart it.
All right, so I just had a delivery at an elementary school.
1 minute. I gotta find a way. Is there any way I can turn this up? Because this is low. This is low. There's no way to, Alright, well. Lord willing, you'll be able to hear it.
All right, so I just had a delivery at an elementary school. Right, I'm in the boys' bathroom. Why is this in the boys' bathroom? Explain. Why is this in the boys' bathroom at an elementary school? All right, so I just had a delivery.
Alright, so. Oops. Bear with me. Where were we? Let me get my volume back to where it needed to be. So I don't have anything overpowering it. That should do it. Alright, so in case, and Salaki if that's low, it's low. Really, he was basically just saying that, basically all he's really saying was, why are there tampons in the boys' bathroom? And you can see that from, this little title here. And, it's true, man. So, and this you can tell, I don't remember if he said it was an elementary school or what, but you can tell by the art up here, alright, that it's clearly some type of children area, alright, so I would assume elementary, alright, I would assume they don't really do that type of decoration in high school, so, why are they putting tampons in the boys' bathroom, is the question, and you know why, alright, we don't have to say it, you know why, alright, and that is a part of this, indoctrination, alright, what it is, alright, and how to spot it. Alright, and we're gonna be touching on that. So let's go ahead and get the comments. It says Lorna Parks, this is a woman, alright, but she says no words for these devils, Esau outdoes himself. It's true. This is disgusting, alright, by Gilbert the Duck, apparently. Awaken to the Truth says, parents, get your shit together and homeschool your seeds. And I agree with that. All right, I know it's not always possible in every situation, but that would be, recommended, man, because you don't want your kids in these school systems or these indoctrination stations. Okay, and that's what they are. You send them there to get indoctrinated. Okay, and you think you're going there to send them how to teach. They don't tell you anything. They don't teach you finance. They don't tell you how to put a down payment on a home. They don't tell you about first and last month's rent. All right, they don't teach you about, budget. They don't teach you those things. They teach you how to obey, how to submit. All right, how to listen to your masters and who your masters are. all right, and to be open-minded, and to love everybody, and love is love, and you know, it doesn't matter what you do, you know, we're all one as the human race, and we're all just people. And that's what they teach you at those indoctrination stations, man. And that's exactly what they are. They're a station where you get indoctrinated. All right, the indoctrination station. All right, which is really the TV, but the TV is just one more indoctrination station. The television, the tell lies vision. All right, there's one way of indoctrination, the indoctrination station. All right, you got the indoctrination station, as in, you know, multiple things that they put out there, colleges and school systems. All right, all the way down from, you know, not really even preschool to an extent, but kindergarten all the way up. You know, high school, college. All right, indoctrination. You know, and if you aren't weird by the time you're out of high school, it damn sure will hit you in college. All right, one of my cousins, quote unquote, not really a cousin, just one of those things we call it, because her mom happened to be married, not really married to my uncle, but just a girl that he dated for a very long time. So her kids we just call cousins, even though it's technically not even related at all. But she was saying that her daughter, now they're all into that shit. I say my cousins on that side, they're not related to me at all. They're a bunch of Edomites, and they're all you know, with that alternative lifestyle, if you know what I mean, you know. And it all started really with the oldest girl. All right, the oldest girl. She was at one point normal. All right, up until she went to college, and that's when her mom said that she came back different. All right, she was all on that, you know, feminism, and you know, what do they call it? They have a name for it. We call it being a hoe. It's called polyamorous. All right, polyamorous. If you don't know what that is, it's an open relationship where, you know, a man and a woman. All right, a woman has many partners and a man has many partners. And you know, they like date. I guess they used to call them like swingers. All right, but it's a little bit different. So it's like, instead of dating one person, you date many people together. You know, you'll have, say, like, there's a girl named Jill, and we'll just say Jack. So Jack and Jill, but Jill is dating Bill, and Bill's also dating, Jack is also dating Bill. They're all kind of dating together. Sometimes Jill will have a side piece, and Jill and I. It's a weird, confusing thing. All right, it's a weird, confusing thing. But she came back like that. All right, with, you know, the dye in her hair. All right, you know, all into that, you know, that alphabet soup crew stuff. You know, and into all that. You know, and dating women when she was never like that before, and that happened in college because she was around other people like that who had been indoctrinated. Okay, and it shows you that those demons can hop on you, man. You're hanging around people like that, you're gonna end up, you know, sucking something with a, and it's gross, but that's what's happened. You know, that's why you don't hang around those people, man. They got demons on them. You're not born that way. That's not how it is. They got demons on them. All right, and the indoctrination station, the tell lies visions, all right, the books, the video games, and all these things, they push that agenda, man. All right, so they push those demons out there, and those demons get on you. You start hanging around your friends, and your friends all of a sudden start thinking it's acceptable. And here you have all of the society that's been indoctrinated like this through TV, movies, video games, books, music. They've been indoctrinated, so they think it's okay. They say, oh, it's okay. And if you say, hey, that's not okay, you're automatically the bad one, man. And that's indoctrination. How do you, and that's what it is. What it is indoctrination. It's making you seem like, you know, here's this thing that's not okay. Well, we're going to go and push it in everything so it seems normalized. So you see it everywhere you go. You hear it everywhere you go. You see it wherever you go. You taste it wherever you go. You smell it wherever you go. You bathe in it wherever you go. I'm just being, you know, overboard with it. But, you know, that's how it is. You're bathing in it. You smell it. You're oversaturated with it, man. You know, you're being boiled alive in indoctrination. So let's go get what indoctrination is. Indoctrination is the process of teaching a person or a group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. And this set of beliefs, for the most part, is, you know, females on top, all right, men on the bottom, all right, rampant, you know, Moism, Bati boy, all right, Batiman, all right, blood clot, all right, you know, if you know what I'm getting at, all right, the alphabet soup shit, all right, that's a set of beliefs that you are being taught to accept uncritically. What is uncritical? If you're uncritical, that means what? You're lacking criticism. All right, or consideration of whether something is right or wrong. So you're not saying, oh, this is right or wrong. You've been indoctrinated. You are automatically, now you go to it, that's right. That's the good thing. That is healthy. We should be doing that. Love is love. Everybody's just a person. We're all one. We're all a human race. We're all the same. We all bleed the same color. That's indoctrination, and you've been taught that. We're not the same. All right? We're not all of a human race. All right? We are as humans, but we're not the same. You can't lump us in like that. We are, Israelites. You are Edomites. You are Hamites. You are Ishmaelites. Okay? And we are Israelites, and we're going to stand by that. Okay, and then you go for furthermore indoctrination, say what they're doing is wrong, and we're ostracized. We're put on the spotlight of being evil, of being bad, because we're teaching against these world's views. They say to do one thing, we say, that's indoctrination. You can't do that. That's wicked. And they say, oh, we're evil for that. Okay, we're evil for that, and I have a scripture for that. This is Isaiah 5:20. We've been grabbing this a lot the last few days, but here it is again. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And you're also being indoctrinated to be told that the Bible's bad. The Bible's an evil book. The Bible was created to do this. The Bible was created to do that. All right, and Jake has been even fucked up. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you've been told a lie and indoctrinated to think that this book is the white man's book. All right, the white man wrote it, and that's not the case. All right, this book, all right, is for so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, made, all right, by what's the word I'm looking for? It was made for so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans by so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the allowance of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, the Father and the Son, both of which would be considered Negroes if they were walking amongst you today, okay? Both of which would be called Negroes if they were here today, all right? They have black skin, as it is that they say there's no such thing as black skin, all right? Brown skin, very dark brown skin, but not black, all right? No one's the color of the night sky, all right? That's not how it works, okay? But they would be considered black. They would be considered brown. They would be called the N-word, all right, by the Edomites of today, okay, if they were walking around amongst us, okay? So you've been lied to, all right? You've been lied to, okay? Because this book wasn't written by the white man. It was, the prophets, that were brown-skinned men, okay, that were allowed and told what to do. And there's a word for it that it's just not getting me right now. It's ordained. Maybe ordained is not the word I'm looking for. Commissioned almost, perhaps. I'm trying to think of the word. By Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It was allowed, all right? The Lord instructed them. There we go. Instructed them, for lack of a better word, instructed them to write those words. All right? So a so-called black man instructed a so-called black man to write those words. All right? So, but you've been told it's the white man's book. It's this, it's that. That's because all you know is plantation Christianity. Okay, that's all you know. That's all you've been taught. All right, all you know is Jesus Christ. You don't know that Jesus Christ isn't the real name of the Son. The real name Son is Yahweh Shai, and he's a so-called black man. You don't know that because you don't understand. You've been indoctrinated. Okay, and your brain's so fucked up that you never come full circle around to that. You'll never understand that and have that realization. And that's even through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because he doesn't want you to get this truth. He wants you to be, blind in the world. It's the same for the indoctrinated, man. He wants those indoctrinated people to be indoctrinated because he's not dealing with them. They are not his, okay? So Isaiah 5:20, once again, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. Stop right there. So these people are saying what we're saying is evil. Oh, you're saying, that, these Moes are evil and that the Lord's going to put them to death. Exactly, yes, that's what we are saying. Oh, that's evil. No, it's not. That's not evil at all. Okay, that's what's right. That's good. But you've been taught that good is evil and that evil is good. You say that, two men being together is a good thing. We say that's evil. And when we say that evil, when we say that that's evil, you say we're evil, even though you've been indoctrinated. All right, ever since really the late 1960s, moving up. All right, we did a lesson on that a while ago with what shows with it? The Robinsons and there was another show. All right, there's a lot of shows from if you look up the first, the first, I'll type it in, but we won't say it out loud. First see. The Jeffersons. What did I say? The Robinsons? The Jeffersons. All right, the Jeffersons in 1977. All right, there was a first, what was it? It was right here. It was, Steve, All in the Family in 1971. So late 1960s, the 70s is really when it started rolling out. All right, and then we knew that the 80s was rampant with, was ruled with rampant, alphabetism. All right, we got to choose our words carefully because we can't go against the grain. Okay, they don't like us going against the grain. We have to say what they want to say. You can't push anything that's against their ideologies of indoctrination. Okay, when you start breaking down those barriers, you start tearing down that wall. They don't like it, man. They pull out their hammers and their nails and they start hammering that wood back up. You know, they don't want you seeing what's behind that wall. All right, it's full of poison. It's evil. All right, and you've been told a lie, and you believe it, man. And that's Babylon for you, man. That is Babylon. So that is what indoctrination is and how to spot it. How do you spot it? Well, all of a sudden, how do you spot indoctrination? Here it is. No one was with this, and all of a sudden you see it popping up more and more on your TV shows. I remember back when I was a kid, someone would say something, you'd be like, oh man, that's fucking G-A to the Y. All right? Don't, that's that G-A-Y shit. I ain't with that, or you fucking F, that's what you would say. But then all of a sudden, so you start having those commercials saying, oh, it's not, it's offensive, and I can't even speak my fucking mind. I can't even speak what I want to say, and all the brothers, we can't say what we want to say because the indoctrination. When you start punching through that barrier, they don't like it. They take your videos down. All right, they ban your account. All right, you get a strike, okay, or so on and so forth. All right, you say something about it at the workplace, you get fired. Okay, this happens, that happens, right? That's indoctrination. You can't go against the grain. You have to be open-minded. What does it mean to be open-minded? Okay, why are you open-minded? It's a good thing. No, it's not. Like the apostles always say, if you're open-minded, your brain will fall out. Okay, open-minded means what?
Open-minded.
Willing to consider new ideas. Okay, accepting, non-prejudiced, non-discriminating. Okay. We would be considered prejudiced, judgmental, right? Narrow-minded and opinionated people, all right? And what does narrow-minded mean?
Narrow-minded.
Not willing to listen or tolerate other people's views. And we're very narrow-minded people, and we are, all right? We're very narrow-minded people, all right? And you try to use that as an insult. No, you're not going to pump our fucking brains full of bullshit, all right? We got our brain on lock through Yahweh Bash Meow Shai. Look, the brain's open. What's gonna happen if the brain's open? Look, there it is. The brain's fucking falling out. It's popping right out the head because you're open-minded. If you're open-minded, you can put a little bit of indoctrination. Oh, a little bit of men with men. A little bit of women with women. Oh, put it that it's okay for men to be with little kids. All right, put this in there. Put it's okay for a man to dress like a woman. Put that in there. But if your brain's locked, it's got a lock on it. All right. Look, always keep it open and to put new ideologies and new religions. No, we're very closed-minded, okay? We're very closed-minded, okay? We're not going to be open-minded. They teach you that being open-minded is good. You don't want to be open-minded. You want to be closed-minded, okay? Because anybody can just walk in, all right? It's better to be this, all right? Not an open door into your brain so people can fuck around and plant ideologies and whatever they want. But you've been lied to. You've been indoctrinated. There's another way you've been indoctrinated, that you should be open-minded. Listen to everyone, what they have to say. Accept their views. No, we're not going to accept the shit. We won't. Okay? We listen to what the Lord has to say. You go ahead and listen to what these people of the world have to say. Go ahead. Okay? And when your brain gets all fucked up, all right, don't come crawling back to us to please fix my brain, please. No, you done went over there and got it all fucked up. Now stay over there with your fucked up ass brain. We're not fixing it. All right? 1 John 4:4-6. Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Therefore they are of the world. Therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh, tongue twister. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. So the only people that are going to listen to us are the other people that are going to actually be involved in this thing, that are of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that are following after Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that are doing the work and the will of the Father. All right, these people in the world that are down with this Mo agenda, all right, the dress however you want agenda, the be who you are, love is love, all right, everybody's one, all right, freedom of religion, that type mindset. Those people are going to be together, and the people with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai are going to be together. All right, we're gonna be over here in our little corner. You go over there in your big ass corner with everybody in there. All right, you stay away from us now. Okay, don't try to come over to us because you're not gonna hear us. All right, we can tell you these things. These, just like it says in verse 5, they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. These people are of the world. They say, oh, love is love, men with men, and everyone's gonna say, yeah, you're right. That's absolutely right. That's so true. All right, but when we say, hey, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's a lie. All right, and all throughout history, all right, and here right in the Bible it says that that's wrong. And they're going to say, oh, you're evil. No, that's wrong. All right, again, they call good evil and evil good. Okay, they're going to say, oh, no, that's wrong. They're not going to hear us. They're not going to hear us. Verse 6, we are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. So the other brothers and the sisters in the truth, they're going to hear us. They're going to say, yeah, that's exactly right. Okay? It says, he that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. So they're not going to listen to us. They're not going to listen to us. They rather listen to the things of the world. It says, hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. And these people are all up in the spirit of error. These people are all fucked up in the mind because they were open-minded. They allowed Esau to come through with their indoctrination, all right, with these illuministic groups that push out this fucking planned chaos and planned mind control, and allowed them to come and fuck up their brain and pull on this string and pull on that string. All right, and twist this nerve up to here and put that in there and put this in there. And now you're all fucked up walking around, and these people believe everything they hear. They're very gullible people. They're very gullible people. Why? Because they're open-minded. If you're open-minded, you're very gullible. If you're closed-minded, you're not going to be gullible because you're closed-minded. You're not going to accept something new. If someone says, "Oh, well, this happened," no, it's not. That I don't believe it. Well, science said so. Well, science is bullshit. All right, fuck science. Who created science? The white man. All right, so when you create something, you can create it specifically tailored to push whatever you're trying to push. All right, if I created if I created food, all right, if I was the cook, I would have the ability to put whatever I wanted into that. All right, and if I was the cook and I so be it wanted to put poison in that food, I could very well do it, and no one would know until they were sick. And isn't that correct? So here it is. You're taking things uncritically. All right, and here it is. The cook that you got is putting poison in the food, and you're saying, "No, it's not. It's food," and you're being poisoned because you would never think that the cook would do something like that. You'd never think, and that cook in this case would be Esau. Your leaders, all right, your government, all right, these people, the media, all right. You would never think that they would do something so harmful. All right, so you're eating that poison and you're ingesting it willingly. And when people are saying, "Hey, don't eat that, that's poison," you're said, "No, it's not. No, it's not." All right, so when you go to your grave, all right, don't come running and crying to us. We already told you. When you build something, when you make something, just as I did with the example with the cook, when you create something, you have the power to do whatever you want to do with that. Okay? So when these people are they already control the whole world. When they make science, they can use it to push their own agenda. Just like a cook could put poison in something if he wanted to. Okay? So let's continue on. Let's move on. So we got that scripture. And let's get Romans 12 and 1 through 2. All right, let's read Romans 12 and 1 through 2. It says, verse 1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, Salakia, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Stop. Full stop. Acceptable unto Yahweh. Not what's acceptable to men. What's acceptable to Yahweh. And what's acceptable to Yahweh is acceptable to Yahweh Shai as well, because he's doing the will of his Father. So we have to do what's acceptable to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, the Father in the name of the Son. All right, the Father and the Son. And you can't get through the Father but through the Son. So we have to do what is acceptable through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Not what some fucking dude says. All right, not what some politician says. All right, not what some government authority with the President of the United States says. All right, not what the general population, your work says. All right, it's what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai says. All right, if your job says, oh, you have to be a Mo, which would be ridiculous if they said that. All right, no. All right, it's just the same thing when they said, oh, get the thing, and you know what the thing is. All right? No, that's not acceptable, Lord. You're not supposed to do that. All right? Go and get a job somewhere else. Okay? Go and get a job somewhere else. Don't take that fucking thing, right? And you can't, it would be ridiculous to take this down on assumptions. All right? And that's what these people do because they don't like that indoctrination. They take our videos down on assumptions. They don't know what the thing is. They can assume and jump to conclusions for what the thing is. All right? They have no idea what the thing is. All right? But they can jump to conclusions, all right? And that wouldn't hold up in a court of law, but it holds up on their platform because they have the control. They have the ability, just like that cook, all right, just like that government, just like Esau has that ability, since they're in power, to do whatever they feel like doing, all right, when it comes to, indoctrination or choices. All right, and it's not to that full extent with Esau because they are still controlled by Yahweh Shemiah Shai. All right, but they have the illusion that they can do all these terrible things because they are doing these terrible things because Yahweh Shemiah Shai is allowing it, okay? And if the Most High wants to allow that cook to put poison in the food, he's going to allow it as well. All right, it's just the same thing with these people that control YouTube. He's allowing them to, take the videos down and stuff because they have a judgment to pay, man. That's playing into their judgment. Even though the Lord's allowing it, it's playing into their judgment, and they don't realize that yet. So verse 2, and be not conformed to this world. All right, be not conformed to this world. All right, if you're open-minded, that is you being conformed. You're allowing those ideologies to flow on through. In verse 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Brainwashing, if you will. Brainwashing's a bad thing. Nope, you've had your brain controlled to think that brainwashing is a bad thing. What does it mean if you wash something? Let's go look up the word wash. What does it mean to wash? Okay, wash definition. Wash means to what?
Wash.
Wash means to clean with water, to clean, all right? To cleanse, okay? What does it mean to make something clean?
Clean.
All right, to clean. It says free of pollutants and unpleasant substances. All right, free of pollutants. So if you're brainwashed, that means you got rid of all that pollutants and stuff that was polluting your brain. All right, now you've been brainwashed, which is a good thing. But you say that you're brainwashing them. What, cleaning their brains? Is that a bad thing? No, because you're trying to dirty their brains. You're trying to pollute their brains and corrupt their brains. And a lot of people aren't going to understand this because they're not of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. And Yahweh Shemiah Shai is not dealing with them. And call all Yahweh Shemiah Shai that us, brothers and sisters, have this truth that's been given to us freely by Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Because we could still be out in that world with that dirty-ass brain. Yes, everything's okay. Yes, those people. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Verse 2, Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world. Do not go with their ideologies. Do not go with what they say is okay. Do not go with what they say is wrong. Okay? But be ye transformed by the renewing, the cleansing, right, of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh, the will of the Father. Not what Bill or Larry down the street has to say, not what the politicians have to say, not what the government has to say, not what Biden or Trump has to say, but doing the will of the Father, Yahweh. Okay? That's what it's about. It's not about, any of these other people. Okay? So you see videos like this, they're pushing this, and you have to accept it. All right? Videos like this in Vancouver. Canada's already fucking off the rocks, man. They have gone extremely far with this. Okay, Vancouver School, you know what, parade shares love and acceptance. Look at this. This is nothing more than indoctrination. All right, why? These kids are not worried about where they're putting their genitals. Okay, they're fucking children. Okay, they are children. They're not worried about that. So why are you telling them? They're not even worried about a little boy being with a little girl. All right, they're not forming meaningful relationships. They're not dating. So why must they learn this? All right, why must you subject to them to this other than for any other purpose of indoctrination? Okay, they're not worried about those things. Okay, kids should not be learning about that type of shit. All right, that's not how it works. Okay. And then they get to the edge where you try to get to them explain, and the birds and the bees, and you explain, well, mommy lays down with daddy, and the birds and the bees, and they love each other, and then they make a baby, and the baby comes out, and that's how you're born. How are you gonna explain why two men or two women get together? Oh, well, two men get down together, and then they make a baby? Well, no, they can't make a baby. Well, why do they do it? Well, they do it because it feels good. It feels good to them, and they go to these stores that have these weird devices, and they're big and they're long, and they put them in each other because they feel good. You're gonna explain that to a kid? That's fucking sick. All right, and that's the only way you could explain it. The only way you could explain two men laying down is by what? Just because of feeling. Because it feels good to them. Because there's not anything, you're not procreating through that. You're not giving birth through that. Two men cannot give birth. Two women cannot give birth. Okay? That's not how it works. So the only way to explain it is that they're doing it just because it feels good to their flesh. Okay? And that doesn't need to be being explained to kids. Alright, you don't need to be going and explaining genitals to kids. They're kids, man. They're worried about fucking Lego blocks and coloring. Okay? And this is, and parents are not outraged about this. They're not freaking out about this. This is fucking disgusting. It's sickening. Alright, and these people are the same people that are indoctrinating your kids, and these are the same people that are touching little kids too. Like a bunch of fucking sickos. Okay? And parents are just okay with this. Alright? They're okay with this. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. Alright? And you've been taught to accept it uncritically. Alright? And that is the whole thing of indoctrination. What are 16 basic principles of mass indoctrination? Let's look up. Let me grab a drink. Let's see. What are 16 examples of mass indoctrination? Start while they're young. Look, here they are. They got the circular thought bubbles, and they're cutting them so they're just like everybody else. Okay? And when you have that, and that's part of that thing where they label you as, oh, he's different. He's a different learner. Oh, this person, they're still thinking like a circle. Oh, they got autism. All right, they're ADHD. All right, they got a learning disability. They got this. All right, that's all part of that indoctrination. Which, there are certain thought patterns and stuff that might lead you to believe that, oh, ADHD, and I do believe they are a thing, but it's not something like that needs to be medicated like these people make it out to be. All right, and the main thing why ADHD and ADD and autism is a problem for these people is because it really if you ever noticed, it's kind of hard to indoctrinate someone that doesn't pay a lot of attention. It's kind of hard to indoctrinate someone that is a little strange or a little weird, as they call these kids with autism. If you've ever met a kid with autism, they're actually pretty fucking smart. All right, I dare say smarter than a lot of the people on average. They're a little weird, but they're a lot smarter than your average person that just accepts things uncritically. All right, they ask more questions. If you ever met an autistic kid, they ask a lot of fucking questions. Why? Well, because this happens. Why? Well, because that's just the way it is. But why? Oh, that's how we were taught. Why do they teach you that way? Oh, because that's the way they wanted us to learn. Why do they want you to learn that way? They don't like that. Something's wrong with this kid. Fucking get him out of this class. Get him out of this class. He's weird. He's got ADHD. He's got autism. He's got this. He's got that. Get him out of here. We don't want him asking questions. This guy's fucking weird. Ostracize him. Make fun of him, kids. Make fun of him. All right, and that's all part of their agenda, man. All right. Number 2, create the illusion of political freedom. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. Well, guess what? They all go to the same fucking place, slaughterhouse. Here it is. The illusion of choice, left and right, and it's got a wall down it, but it's all going the same fucking place. It's the same place. All right. They don't realize it. Oh, I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. Guess what? You're both fucked up in the mind. All right. Now, different sides have different things that both have valid points. All right, I believe a lot of the Republican viewpoints are a lot better than the Democrat viewpoints. But to say, oh, I'm a Democrat or Republican, all that is a label. All that is a label to get you to believe, these big right wingers with these left wingers. They act like fucking children, man. They act like fucking children. All right, but the conservative side is generally more sane. All right, it's more sane in the fact that they're not saying at least they're against doing that shit to kids. At least they're against, alphabet soup, at least they're against all that shit, all right, and abortion and all those things. The left is there. They're the run as you will crowd, right? But there's certain leftist, liberal ideologies, all right, on the political spectrum that actually make a lot of sense, and they're just like there's a lot of things on the conservative side that don't make sense at all. All right, like free healthcare and abolishing free healthcare. That's a conservative theory. That doesn't make any sense. All right, that doesn't make sense at all. Okay, but hey, to each their own. Use simplistic stereotypes to sway public opinion. Us versus them. There it is again. Democrat and Republican. Even used blue and red. Democrat, Republican. Oh, these guys against us. All right, the scientists against the religion. The religious people. All right, the conservatives against the liberals. All right, the non-Mos against the Mos. All right, look, mix facts with lies. A lie which is half a truth, is ever the blackest of lies. All right, they'll tell you a little bit of the truth to fill the rest with a lie. All right, a big lie is more convincing than a small lie. All right, weapons of mass distraction. All right, give the masses bread and circuses to keep them well fed and distracted. That everything is a distraction. Everything's a psyop, right? Simplify complex issues by portraying them as dichotomies. Eliminate nuance. All right, these things like this. All right, spreading propaganda by all means. Oh, look at that. We're going to touch on that in just a minute. All this is propaganda. Ostracize dissident voices through ridicule or defamation. Hate speech is and that's what they do. They ostracize us, all right, by ridicule or defamation. Oh, these Hebrew Israelites, they're stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they don't even understand the most basics of the Bible. No. That's when you're doing that shit. You're playing the reverse card, man. You're doing the reverse card. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know shit, okay? And that's, and you ostracize people that speak out. All right, faith and correctness of a religion or ideology is more powerful than force. That's meh. Manipulate history records to support your religion or your ideology. Not just religion, but your ideology. All right, and we talked about that just recently. Science has been, who created it? Esau. Who created history? Esau. So they can say that history was this, history was that, or that science was this and science was that. And you don't even understand it, man. This is all mass indoctrination, man. All mass indoctrination right here. Look, they're all the same thing. Choose your puppet, Look, all these different things. And you can keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. All right, look, drive the opposition into a corner when they fight back. Act like a victim. Look at this. Look at this. And look who that people is. Look, man. Look. Here's another one. Label all nonconformist behaviors pathological and promote cures for them. Giftedness, dyslexia, ADHD, autism, this, that. Look, man. This is great. This is great. Use rituals and mass events to keep people occupied and strengthen their faith. This is exactly what it is, man. This is exactly how mass indoctrination goes, and you don't believe it. You don't want to buy it. And this was created on September 28th of 2016, and it's ever so more prevalent now. All right, in the last couple of years, ever since 2018, 2019, it's getting bad and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And you guys don't see it. You're asleep, man. You need to put on those fucking glasses, man. Put on those glasses. Let's go and get James 4:4. All right, let's go and get James 4:4. What does it say? It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, you people doing this wickedness, right? Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity?" And we talked about this for another scripture that we got a couple of days ago. Enmity sounds like enemy because it means you're an enemy against the Lord, as it says. We'll continue on. It says, "Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh?" All right, it's actively opposed, it's hostile to, right? "Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh." All right, or as it says in plain, it says God, right? But that's because it's referring to Yahweh. All right, therefore, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God. All right, as it says in written text here. Okay, so if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God, and God is Yahweh. That is his true name. All right, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. True biblical names, Paleo Hebrew, right? So if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of the Lord. Okay? So if you're a friend of this doctrine and that doctrine and this and that and men with men, women with women, and this with that, men with children, all this, you are an enemy of the Lord. And they don't want you to know this. And they take these videos down all the time. And that is literally stopping us from having freedom of religion. All right? They're stopping us from our beliefs. All right? But that's not bad for them to do. They can do whatever they want to do. Why? Because again, they're the ones in control. They can do whatever they want. They're that chef that is poisoning the food. All right, and they don't want any of this type. They don't want the good food coming off the line. Fuck, that one wasn't poisoned. Get it back. Oh, fuck, it's too late. Shit. Oh, those people over there are already eating it. Oh man, they're conspiracy theorists. Those are they're crazy. Don't listen to them, everybody. They're crazy. They're wacky. They believe that it's not okay to be yourself. They believe that you can't do whatever you want. Everyone's like, well, those guys are crazy. They're fucking wackos, and that's what they do, man. When a little bit of that non-poisoned food slips through the cracks, they label it. No, they're crazy. Your food's poisoned, everybody. Your food's poisoned. No, it's not. Keep on eating. Keep on eating. That's why you feel ill. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're eating something different. They're lying. They feel just the same as you. And here you are, and your ass goes right the fuck back to sleep and says, "Oh, okay. All right, yeah, those guys are conspiracy theories." And you've been fed that. You've been told that lie. And now you believe it. because you've been indoctrinated and you don't want to think outside the box. And like a good little sheep, keep on sheeping it up right your way to the slaughterhouse, man. And you don't get it. You don't get it. And we try to point these things out. They don't want, no, don't listen to them. James 4:4 in the Good News Translation. This is great. Unfaithful people, don't you know that to be the world's friend means to be Yahweh's enemy? If you want to be the world's friend, you make yourself Yahweh's enemy. You want to be all buddy-buddy with these people of the world and their ideologies. And it's not saying you can't have a friend who's in the world, but it's awfully hard to. All right, I'm cool with people my job, but I don't think I'd ever hang out with them outside of work. Not to say I would never, but I just don't think I would, you know? And, you know, you're friends with these people that have these ideologies, and, you know, you're always opposing and bouncing back and forth. You're not going to agree with certain things, you know? And when you do agree with those things, that's when you become an enemy of the Lord. When they say, oh, you know, being a Mo isn't so bad, when you agree and say, yeah, you're right, it's okay, you've become an enemy of the Lord, because that's wrong. You're not supposed to do those things. Okay? So let's go to Luke 16 and 15. What does it have to say? Luke 16 and 15 says, and he said unto them, this is red letter, so Yahushua speaking, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh knoweth your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Lord. So these things that are esteemed among men, oh, that's a very good thing. That's a very good thing. Yeah, that's a very good thing to men, but that's a very terrible, very grievous, very awful thing in the sight of the Lord. All right, that is an abomination in the sight of the Lord, but it's esteemed among men. All right, and you're not worried about what the Lord thinks of you. You're worried about the world. You're worried about men, what these men think of you. All right, I don't want to be ostracized because I think that, you know, men and men shouldn't be together. I don't want this. I'm just going to conform, and I'm just going to say it's okay for that. All right, well, now what you've done, and now you're highly esteemed. See, you're so open-minded, and you're a good person, Dave. You're such a nice person. But yeah, you got to realize that now the Lord hates your guts, man. It's an abomination. You're not supposed to be doing it, and you're not supposed to follow along with that. But you people want to be a part of the world, so you fill yourselves with the abominations of this world and call yourself of the world, okay? And now you're a worldly, disgusting abomination that the Lord hates. You've made yourself the Lord's enemy, all right? And that's all planned by the Lord, because you were the Lord's enemy to begin with, and he didn't want anything to do with you. And now your mind's all fucked up, man. Your mind's all fucked up. It's bad. Let's get this in the Good News Translation. It says, Yahushua said to them, you are the ones who make yourselves look right in other people's sight. But Yahweh knows your hearts, for the things that are considered of great value by people are worth nothing in Yahweh's sight. Whoa, love is love. That's worth nothing. Matter of fact, that's worth death in the sight of the Lord. He's not with that. He's not with that program. All right. Meanwhile, other people say that's a very good thing. Yo, you're such a nice person. You're not thought of that by Yahweh. All right. You're thought of as an evil person, a wicked person, all right, a person that's damned and destined for destruction. But everybody in the world loves you because they're right there with you. All right, they're right there with you. All right, and look at this. This is They Live. All right, this is from 1988. All right, and in this, you know, it's these reptilian people. All right, but that's bullshit. Replace that with these people that are seen. Replace that with it's actually these politicians. They're actually just demons. They're actually just the Edomites. He's seeing them for what these people are. He's seeing the propaganda for what it is. All right, let's go ahead and play it. We're creating the transparent commuting environment. Control data. What does it really say? It says obey. He starts looking around. Watch this. There you go. No independent thought. Consume. And that's all this is. That's all it is, man. That's all your advertisements are. Look. Work 8 hours, sleep 8 hours, play 8 hours. And those numbers have gotten skewed now. Obey, consume, stay asleep, conform, marry and produce, no thought, buy, watch TV, submit. sleep. And that's you. And that's you. We don't even have to play the rest of the video. Alright, look at all the magazines. Look. Obey authority. Doubt humanity. Stay asleep. No ideas. Surrender. Look, man. Watch TV, no imagination. And when you do have imagination, oh, he has an overactive imagination. He's autistic. He's ADHD. He's dyslexic. He's this. He's that. All right. Watch this.
What's your problem? I said, what's your problem?
And that was one of the alien reptilian. But no, what that really would be is seeing an Edomite for what an Edomite is. All right, this fancy looking business guy, really just an Edomite. All right, and we have those glasses, on a spiritual level, thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, let me get back to the there it is. We've been given these glasses by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it's not physical glasses we wear, but it's a spiritual thing. Okay, we've been woken up. All right, through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So, but no one else can see these because they don't got the glasses, man. They don't got the glasses. All right, let's get Psalms 64 and 1 through 8. And all these are set by Edomites. This is the Edomites doing, all right? Indoctrination. They're indoctrinating you to go on and believe these things. This is Psalm 64 and 1 through 8. To the chief musician, a psalm. I said song, but not wrong. A psalm of David. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And that secret counsel of the wicked is, on the lesser scale, these lesser illuminary groups called the Illuminati, which it goes deeper than that. It's not just the Illuminati. It goes all the way up to the top of these Rothschilds, Vanderbilts, right? These global elite, all right? And they're being allowed to do their things through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai because, Yahweh Shai is allowing them to deceive. We're going to get that in a minute, right? Because those people that are being deceived are not of the Lord, okay? It says, hide me from verse 2 again, Psalm 64 and 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And that's what these people do. They work iniquity. They continue on. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares. Snares are traps, right? Privately they say, who shall see them? Okay? They search out iniquities, wickedness. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So they commune and get together and lay these snares. All right, and they have these arrows, and these arrows are indoctrination. These snares are indoctrination. They're shooting them out there. They're laying these traps, and they want people to get stuck up in those. And all sorts of different ways. And they have even infiltrated. All right, everything. They've even infiltrated the truth, man. All right, not the true truth, but they've gotten, and they understand the Hebrew Israelites. All right, so they've set up, opposition. All right, agents. All right, to slither their way in. All right, and even, because they want to pollute everything from the top all the way down to the bottom. They want everything to be corrupted. They want everything to be polluted, and they want to set people straight. They're trying to bend those arrows. It's just like with the whole, like the example I always use for this scripture is, we got to get verse 7, Psalm 64 and 7 says, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, because they were trying to shoot their arrows, but Yahweh shot at them with an arrow, right? Suddenly shall they be wounded. Verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. And I always use the example of Kanye, because that's the best, most recent great example that we've had through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai with Kyrie and Kanye. All right, here they were saying, oh, I'm going to go DEFCON 3 or whatever he said, or DEFCON 5 or whatever one he said, all right, on the you-know-what people. And all that meant is a heightened state, all right, a state of alert. All right, it doesn't mean attack. And he was saying, every time you talk out about these people, you get, canceled. You lose everything. All right. Let's see. Look, I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going to go he said DEFCON. It's DEFCON. DEFCON 3 on you know what. The funny thing is I actually can't be you know what because black people are actually you know what. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. What does it mean to blackball? All right, let's look that up.
Blackball.
All right. Reject. All right. To blacklist. All right. To exclude. To ostracize. All right. And the other thing is, there was another tweet along the same lines saying that anybody who opposes your agenda, anybody who opposes your agenda, you basically silence and you ban and you cancel. All right. And they lose everything. Okay. And so he was saying that, and these devils, all right, the you know what hats, all right, tried to go and bend their bows and shoot their arrows and say, oh, he's being anti this, anti that, you know what the word is. And then they canceled him. They shut down his Adidas deal. They shut down a lot of other deals. And then everybody said, wait a minute, hold up. Kanye and Kyrie were talking about this, and Kyrie had to sit out games. He was forced to make a public apology. Kanye was, shot down out of the limelight. They stopped making yeet. Everything he said was just true. These guys are in control of everything. They do control the media. They are controlling all this. And that's the Lord shooting at them with an arrow. They tried to shoot an arrow out there, but the Lord turned it back and shot it back at them. All right, like it says in verse 8, so they shall make their own tongues fall upon themselves. They didn't realize that they fucked up. All right, and the Lord allowed that to happen. All right, by doing that, they made his what he was saying ever so apparent that it is true and it's clear. And through that, Kanye started talking about Hebrew Israelism, and the truth got a little bit more people interested in it, and a lot of people woke up and came because of it. Not because of Kanye, but through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai making those people be revealed. And people now seeing those people for who they are. Not everybody saw it like that. There are a lot of people that are so indoctrinated that they didn't even step back to consider it. But that's what the Lord does. These people try to do these things, and the Lord, has an arrow turn on them. And then you have those people that now are labeled as conspiracy theorists. All right, those people that are conspiracy theorists, labeled as such, all right, are ostracized. Those people that do understand, hey, wait a minute, they're saying truth. No, don't believe them. Move along, everybody. Conspiracy theorists. That's what happens, man. So let's go back to and I was gonna get this in the Good News Translation. I don't know which part. We can get I think we were just gonna get verse 5 in the GNT. Oops. I just wanted this part. Let's get it. It says they encourage. This is Psalms 64 and 5 in the Good News Translation. They encourage each other in evil plots. They talk about where they will place their traps. No one can see them, they say. There you go. Okay, that's what they think. They think they're just gonna get away with it, man. That's not how it works. And the Lord, if you're one of these dumbasses that believe all these snares and shit that come out of it, that's because the Lord doesn't want you to understand this truth. That He doesn't want you to wake up. Job 12 and 16, with Him is strength and wisdom, the deceived and the deceiver are His. You got to realize the Lord controls everything. If He wanted you to understand, you would understand. But He doesn't want you to understand, so you won't. Proverbs 16 and 4, the Lord hath made all things for Himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Even Edomites, man, to them come down, having great wrath, for they know, but the time, their time is, they know their time is short. One sec. They know their time is, let's see. Here it is, Revelation 12 and 12. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil, Esau Edom, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. And that's going to happen in Jacob's trouble, man. And the Lord's going to allow it. The Lord is going to allow it. All right, and that's why you got to get the hell up out of this place spiritually. All right, spiritually depart from this place, not get on a plane and leave, because that Babylonian wine, that indoctrination runs all over all countries. But you got to come into this truth through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and only Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai can wake you up. All right, the truth will set you free, as it says, right? The truth will set you free. This is John 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, verse 31. Then Yahushai, then said Yahushai to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then you are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Okay, this is Proverbs 16 and 4. This is where we're going to go ahead and close out. Nope, Slakia. Micah 2 and 10 is what I meant. Micah 2 and 10. You know, I already had it up there, Slakia. Through the Lord, you can escape through this spiritually, but only through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Okay? So all these ideologies and political structures that are going out are pollution. They are pollution, and they have dirtied your brain. And it's time for a good brainwashing. All right, but they say, hey, again, you've been polluted by that. You think that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. All right, indoctrination, what it is and how to spot it. Lord willing, you came away from this, with a little bit more understanding on that. Of course, any questions, you can leave them down in the comments below. With that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.